Another day, another story. Vestiges are remnants of evolutionary history, footprints or tracks, as translated from the Latin vestigial. All species possess vestigial features, which range in type from anatomical to physiological to behavioral. More than 100 vestigial anomalies occur in humans. The following list explores 7 of them. Welcome to Tailbone Eminent Channel. Vestigial features are anatomical structures or functions that have reduced in size or lost their original function through evolution. In humans, several vestigial features exist, providing interesting insights into our evolutionary history. While some of these structures may still serve a minor purpose or none at all, they are remnants of ancestral traits. Here are some examples. Appendix. 1. The appendix is a small, tube-like structure attached to the cecum in the digestive system. 1. It is believed to be a vestigial organ with a diminished role in digestion. 1. In modern humans, the appendix may have a minor immune function, but it is not essential for survival. Coccyx, tailbone. 1. The coccyx is the small, triangular bone at the base of the spine. 1. It represents the vestigial tail of our primate ancestors. 1. While it no longer functions as a tail, it serves as an anchor point for some pelvic muscles. Body hair. 1. Humans have body hair, but the amount and distribution are much less than in other primates. 1. The fine hairs on our bodies have limited insulation value and are considered vestiges of the thicker fur that covered our ancestors. Ear muscles. 1. Some people can voluntarily move their ears slightly. 1. These muscles are remnants of the ability of certain mammals, like dogs and cats, to move their ears independently to better detect sounds. Third eyelid, plica semilunaris. 1. The plica semilunaris is a small fold of tissue in the corner of the eye. 1. In some animals, it helps protect and moisten the eye, but in humans, it is a vestigial structure with no significant function. Wisdom teeth, third molars. 1. Wisdom teeth are the third set of molars at the back of the mouth. 1. In our evolutionary past, these teeth were likely useful for grinding plant material. 1. However, with changes in diet and jaw size over time, wisdom teeth often become impacted or cause dental issues. Muscles for moving the ears. 1. Some people have small, intrinsic muscles in their scalp that allow for minor movements of the ears. 1. These muscles are remnants of a more developed ability to move the ears, which is still observed in some mammals. Vomeronasal organ, Jacobson's organ. 1. Humans possess a vestigial structure called the vomeronasal organ, which is involved in pheromone detection in other animals. 1. While it still exists in humans, it is non-functional, and its role in human behavior is unclear. These vestigial features are examples of how the human body has evolved over time, adapting to changing environments and lifestyles. They are remnants of structures that once had important functions for our ancestors, but have lost their significance in the course of evolution. In the annals of human evolution, the appendix has often been regarded as an enigmatic and seemingly unnecessary part of the digestive system. This small, finger-like pouch attached to the cecum has puzzled scientists for years, leading to questions about its function and relevance in the modern human body. As we rewind the evolutionary tape, the appendix finds its origins in the distant past when our ancestors had a more herbivorous diet. In those days, plant materials were harder to digest, and the cecum, a pouch-like structure where the small and large intestines meet, played a crucial role in fermentation and the extraction of nutrients from plant cellulose. The appendix likely served as a reservoir for beneficial bacteria that aided in the digestion of tough plant materials. However, as the human diet evolved and became more refined, the need for a large cecum and an extensive appendix diminished. With the advent of cooking and food processing, humans could extract nutrients more efficiently, reducing the reliance on the appendix for digestion. Over time, the cecum and appendix shrank in size, becoming what we now recognize as vestigial structures. In the present day, the appendix often captures our attention when it becomes inflamed, leading to a condition known as appendicitis. The painful inflammation can result in a medical emergency, necessitating surgical removal of the appendix. Ironically, the removal of the appendix has little to no discernible impact on an individual's overall health. This apparent lack of consequence reinforces the idea that the appendix is a vestige of our evolutionary past rather than a critical component of our digestive system. Despite its diminished role, researchers have proposed that the appendix may still have a minor function in the immune system. Some studies suggest that the appendix may serve as a safe house for beneficial bacteria, helping to repopulate the gut after an illness. However, this proposed function is not universally accepted, and the true purpose of the appendix remains a subject of scientific inquiry and debate. In the ongoing narrative of human evolution, the appendix stands as a testament to the dynamic nature of our bodies. What was once a vital component in the digestive strategy of our ancestors has transformed into a seemingly superfluous appendage, leaving scientists and curious minds to unravel the mysteries of its evolutionary journey. As the pages of evolutionary history turn, the appendix emerges not only as a vestige of our herbivorous ancestry but also as a player in the intricate symphony of the human immune system. While its digestive role may have waned, the appendix has been implicated in the modulation of immune responses, sparking new interest and inquiries into its potential functions. Within the appendix, lymphoid tissue abounds. This tissue is a crucial component of the immune system, responsible for producing white blood cells and antibodies that help defend the body against infections. Some scientists propose that the appendix serves as a reservoir for beneficial bacteria and immune cells, providing a backup in case of a disruption to the microbial balance in the gut. In this context, the appendix becomes a fascinating outpost in the battle for microbial harmony within the human body. The diversity of bacteria in the gut is increasingly recognized as a key player in overall health, influencing everything from digestion to the immune system. The presence of the appendix, with its immune-associated structures, prompts questions about its potential role in maintaining a healthy gut microbiome. Furthermore, researchers speculate that the appendix might serve as a training ground for the immune system during early life. In this scenario, the organ could expose the immune system to harmless antigens, helping it learn to distinguish between friend and foe. This early exposure could contribute to the proper development of the immune system and may have implications for immune-related conditions later in life. However, the story of the appendix is far from settled. Skeptics argue that the proposed immune functions may be secondary or incidental, rather than the primary purpose of the organ. The ongoing debate underscores the complexity of understanding vestigial structures and their contributions to the intricate web of human biology. As researchers continue to unravel the mysteries of the appendix, the narrative takes unexpected twists and turns. What was once dismissed as a mere evolutionary relic may hold secrets that are yet to be fully unveiled. In the ongoing saga of the human body's evolutionary journey, the appendix remains a chapter filled with intrigue, posing questions that challenge our understanding of both our past and present. Palmar grasp reflex. The palmar grasp reflex is a characteristic behavior of human infants, developing as early as 16 weeks gestational age, when the fetus begins to grasp the umbilical cord in the mother's womb. Early research found that human newborns, relying on their grasp reflex, could hold their own weight for at least 10 seconds when hanging by their hands from a horizontal rod. By comparison, monkey infants, which possess a similar involuntary grasping behavior, were able to hang from one hand for more than half an hour. The reflex is essential for monkey infants, enabling them to cling to the mother's body fur. But humans, who evolved out of an arboreal existence and lost the covering of fur over the body, presumably no longer require that powerful grasp. Human infants typically begin to lose the reflex around 3 months of age. Despite its diminished strength and loss in early infancy, some researchers think that the grasp reflex may retain important functions in humans. Tails. In the 6th week of gestation, the human embryo possesses a tail, complete with several vertebrae. In the next couple weeks of development, however, the tail disappears, and over time the vertebrae fuse to form the coccyx, or tailbone, in the adult. Humans and their ape relatives are distinguished from other groups of primates in part by their taillessness, though it is unclear why apes lost their tails. On rare occasion, a human infant is born with a vestigial tail. In modern medical literature, such tails lack vertebrae and typically are harmless, though some are associated with spina bifida, failure of the vertebrae to completely enclose the spinal cord. Tails in human infants typically are removed through surgery without complication. Wisdom teeth. As the human species migrated out of Africa, it came to populate a variety of habitats, and eventually, human civilizations developed. Coincident with those events was a shift in the human diet toward the consumption of soft and processed foods, which gradually eliminated the need for large, powerful jaws. With a reduction in human jaw size, molars, particularly the third molars, or wisdom teeth, became highly prone to impaction. Increasingly, wisdom teeth are congenitally absent. As a consequence, they are now considered a vestigial feature of the human body. Nictitating membrane. The plica semilunaris is a fold of conjunctiva at the inner corner of the human eye. Its likeness to the nictitating membrane, or third eyelid, of other animals led to the idea that it might be the vestige of such a structure, which is still part of the eye in some primates, including gorillas. In the chimpanzee, however, one of the human species' closest relatives, the plica semilunaris, also appears to be vestigial. The function of the nictitating membrane in many animals is protective, for example, keeping the eye clean and moist or concealing the iris from predators. In some species, the membrane is sufficiently transparent so as to enable vision when underground or underwater. Though the reason for the loss of a nictitating membrane in humans is unclear, changes in habitat and eye physiology may have rendered the tissue unnecessary. Auricular muscles. The auricular, or extrinsic, muscles of the human ear include the anterior auricular muscle, the superior auricular muscle, and the posterior auricular muscle. Together, they control the pinna, or the visible part of the ear. In many mammals, ear movements produced by the auricular muscles play a role in sound localization and the expression of emotion, but in humans, the muscles are considered non-functional. Darwin proposed that humans effectively capture sounds by positioning the head to receive them, thereby compensating for the loss of or eliminating the need for the auricular muscles. Through repeated effort, however, humans can recover some ability to wiggle their ears. Palmaris longus muscle. Research has indicated that the palmaris longus, a thin strip of muscle running between the wrist and the elbow, is absent from both arms in about 10% of humans. The muscle presumably functioned in grip, with some speculation that it was of particular importance for hanging. In modern humans, however, the muscle's absence has no impact on grip strength. Today, the palmaris longus is commonly harvested as a source of tissue for tendon grafting in reconstructive surgery. Pyramidalis muscle. The pyramidalis muscle is a paired, triangular-shaped muscle that, when present, is located in the lower abdomen between the muscle and muscle sheath of the rectus abdominis. The pyramidalis muscles vary in size and in number, with some people having 2, 1, or none. They may serve to contract the linea alba, an activity that is considered irrelevant to the function of the abdominal muscles. Researchers have estimated that one or both pyramidalis muscles are present in about 80% of the human population. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.